Herzlich willkommen bei der Autofahrt mit dem Autochef. Wir sind heute hier bei der Renault Österreich Gruppe, wo wir den Geschäftsführer Martin Labaye treffen. Er ist auch für die Marke Dacia zuständig. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is the new Dacia Duster, right?
Yes.
And it's a special model.
It's a special model because it's an hybrid one. Actually, that's a very well-known technology within the group, introduced a couple of years ago on Renault cars. And now Dacia can also benefit from it,
Right.
And especially with new Duster.
So it's a combustion engine plus a hint of electric engine.
Exactly.
Exactly. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right. Are you a good driver?
I don't know. You will
don't
tell me
know.
maybe at the end of the drive.
So we are in the new Dacia now, and we go from the headquarters in the 10th district out, and I think direction Oberla would
Yeah.
be nice.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. So you are from Paris, but you have been with the Renault Group for quite a long time.
Yeah, I started with Renault Group in 2010.
So Dacia is a very special brand. It's low price, a lot of value for money. How would you describe the brand?
I wouldn't say low price. As for, let's say, all other car makers, we have been suffering in the past couple of months from high inflation. So our prices have gone up as for all the other car makers. I would say that Dacia can define itself as best value for money proposal.
So what did you change in the new models?
I would say we changed everything without changing anything.
That's actually what the customers want. They don't want a lot of change, but they want to feel new.
Yeah, you know, we were together in Spain for test driving this new Duster, and when I was looking at the whole range of Duster from the first generation, which by the way hit the road exactly when I joined the company in 2010. So we were looking at all those 3 generations of Duster, and you realize that actually each model has nothing to do with the previous one, meaning in terms of design, a lot more appealing, in terms of technology, of course, with always something more added to the generation, to the previous generation. But at the same time, it's really recognizable as a Duster, meaning that our Dacia customers, they can still feel the same way as they were feeling when buying the first generation of Duster.
This model works very good on the streets, but also off-road.
Yes, yeah, we also had the chance to
We tried that
test drive
in Spain,
this
right?
this 4x4 version when we were together in Spain, and I have to say you are really impressed by the ability of the car outside our classical roads. Yeah.
The brand is quite popular in Austria. How would you describe the relationship between the Austrians and this brand?
Yeah, one of the main reason I think for the brand to be that popular is that actually we are able with our cars to meet Austrian customer expectations. What is for sure very important is also this possibility of offering 4x4 versions on our new Duster, but I would say not only. We are able to meet really the customer needs and expectations without putting in our cars what is, let's say, for them not mandatory or what they don't consider as essential.
Can you explain the cockpit a little bit?
Yeah, I mean this new cockpit is completely redesigned compared to the one from the previous generation. You have a full digital screen just in front of the driver, which gives all main information you need as a driver. And on top of that, you have next to your right hand all what you need to enjoy your journey the best way possible with a 10-inch screen, easy to use, reactive, and with all the necessary functions that you need as a driver.
We're talking a lot about the customers, but who is the actual customer?
Here you have the perfect combination of what we can offer to a retail customer, aiming at, let's say, using their car for their daily use, and considering that they need to have a lot of practicability. They need to find, let's say, a car versatile enough for them to use it on a daily basis to go to work, but as well to bring their family outdoor during the weekend, for example.
This is a hard economical year for selling cars. How are sales at the moment?
And the good news came on Friday. With Dacia brand, we managed to finish the first half of the year at the first place of retail market. This for the first time, and let's say with two very well-known and very well-established brands on the second and third place. So we are really proud of that. Knowing that on top of that, because it's not stopping there, we have Sandero and Duster on the two first places of the podium on retail market.
All right. So these are your most selling cars.
Sandero is our most selling car, and with Duster we accomplished this performance of finishing second on the retail market with a car which is actually ending, and this before the arrival of the new generation. So a lot of hope for the future with this car. Yes.
Okay. So Dacia is still produced in Romania. It used to be this brand coming from the east, and it's still produced in the factories there.
Yes, we are producing most of our cars in Romania and in Morocco. We have also engineering center in Romania. But I would say that the perception of the brand has actually evolved a lot. When we started in 2005 with Dacia brand and with Logan, the brand was definitely perceived as a low-cost brand. Now it's not anymore. You can ask all our Dacia customers. Actually, it's considered as a smart choice because again, proposing an unbeatable value for money proposition.
But how did you manage this shift from the Eastern brand with the Logan coming to a different image that the car and the brand has? Yeah,
brand image is not something that you can just decide on in one day. It's a constant work you have to care about. It's actually also given by our customers, and for me the last step of our brand transformation was when we renewed completely the whole range with implementing our new Dacia logo on all our cars,
including the logo, which is very modern now,
and which gave actually a complete new perception. But more importantly, I think Dacia found really its own territory. How many Dacias did you sell in the first half year? Do you know the number? Yeah, we sold to retail customer actually 5,000 cars. Okay. And we sell most of our cars to retail customer. Globally, we have an increase of sales by plus 25% in the first semester compared to last year, when the market is actually increasing only by 7%, and a market pushed at the end of the semester by some regulation transition, let's say leading to some tactical moves for some brands. And Dacia did not participate to that. We were able to anticipate, so it's really a performance supported or pushed by a strong retail performance.
There are a lot of regulations coming into the market and into the cars. Is that a challenge for Dacia to keep up with the techniques that you need and still be on a good budget?
Yeah, I mean, it is a challenge for sure. We have no other choice but to follow regulation, and we do follow regulation with all the mandatory features that we have now in our cars, mostly for safety reasons. So, of course, Dacia is fully engaged to be completely in line with those regulations. But this is clearly a challenge, especially when it comes to the weight of our cars. This is also one of the strengths we have with Dacia brand, to keep our cars from gaining some weight generation after generation, also for a matter of efficiency. And this is part of, let's say, our whole decarbonation strategy.
Decarbonation and electrification is a big topic in the car market. What is your way to being electrified with the Dacia brand?
Yeah, I mean, we started a couple of years ago with the introduction of our Spring, which is still, by the way, at the moment, the most affordable electric car on the market in Austria. This with a new generation, that we are launching in a couple of months. And I don't know if you have that in mind, but Dacia is, of course, not perceived as a front runner when it comes to electrification. However, we sold around 150K Spring since the launch of the car a couple of years ago. So we like to say that actually Dacia will be ready when our customer or the market will be ready. Okay. We have an offer and we will continue to electrify the range when time will come.
All right, so you actually recognize that at the moment the combustion engine is the choice of your customers.
I would say that the electrification of the market is maybe going a bit slower than what we were expecting a couple of years ago. However, you cannot just wait for it to happen. You need to think about the whole ecosystem linked to this electrification. It's not only about car selling anymore, but more about building a full ecosystem, including home charging solution or charging solution on highways, for example.
The way to 2035, the full electrification of all cars, you cannot sell combustion engines anymore in the EU. Is that a good way for you?
We are not here to comment if it's a good way or not. What is for sure is that the target is to go for no carbon emission for mobility in the future, and I think that should be the focus point. The way to go there, nobody can say actually how it will happen.
How important is a car for you personally?
For me personally, I like this freedom actually brought by being able to go with a car, and I would say it's maybe more a personal touch, but it's also a place where you can enjoy some really good time with family, because that's a place you are all together. Let's say, and in our times, that's maybe not that often that you can afford this.
That's right, actually. So. That's right. What was your longest ride that you ever drove?
I don't know if I can remember that, but maybe 6 to 8 hours. Yeah. Yeah.
Back to France.
No. This I've never done yet, but. I have to say I was thinking about this possibility, because you have so much things actually you can enjoy also during the ride that's 6, 8 or even 10 hours, or maybe not that much finally.
Perfect. It was very nice driving with you. Thank you, Martin.
You're welcome.